Hello, everyone. This is Brandy Brown Media and Photography, and we have another important interview with an important candidate from Sylacauga. She's actually already in the Sylacauga Council, but I tell you what, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
All right, thank you, Brandy, for having me. I am Tiffany Nix. I am the current representative for District 2. I'm also serving as council president. I've been on the city council since 2016, and in November of this year, I would have served 9 years.
That is so awesome. 9 years. Well, Tiffany, how did you even get into this anyway? I've known you for a little while, but the fact that you are the president of the city council is very impressive. How did you get into this?
So let me tell you, Brandy, when I first decided I was going to run, you probably remember it was back when I was coaching basketball at Verlie Collins. That's when Kayla, Eric, and Jayla and all of them were small. We were having all that stuff over at Verlie Collins, and there were just a lot of issues that I felt that weren't being addressed in our community. So when I actually decided to throw my name in a hat, I never even thought I was going to win. I just wanted whoever was going to win to make sure they addressed our issues, and I ended up winning, and here we are.
That is absolutely awesome. Well, I actually have a few questions. I talk to a lot of people, and I'm just throwing out some of the questions that I have heard for myself. And so here's the first question. As the sitting president elected twice, why do you think you should be elected again?
Okay, so I'll tell you my reason for seeking reelection. So again, like I said, I've been there 9 years. I got elected as council president last February. I had no plans of running again, but since I got elected president in last February, I think it was like last October, we started since 2017, we've been trying to build a brand new community center and swimming pool. So until I got elected council president, I wasn't able to prioritize this. So as soon as I got elected, I started prioritizing the agenda. And back in October, we finally secured the money to build this brand new community center. So my whole goal for wanting to run again is to make sure that this shovel goes in the ground.
Absolutely. Well, here's another question. As the sitting president, what has been your biggest accomplishment?
I think I'm going to say three. I have three big accomplishments. One is securing the money to build the brand new community center / indoor pool. Many administrations and councils have tried to do what we've done, but nobody has ever been this successful. We already have the money in the bank. So not only is the money in the bank, the money is drawing interest. My second biggest thing is the people in my district and on my side of town. Verlie Collins was always a big issue because Verlie wasn't always taken care of the way it should have been taken care of. So what this current administration was able to do was put Verlie back up under the leadership of the housing authority. Everybody that knows Verlie knows where Verlie originated from. So by putting Verlie back to where it originated from, like taking Verlie back home, the housing authority had access to some monies that the city didn't have access to. And as you know now, Verlie has a brand new roof on it. So not only does Verlie have a brand new roof on it, Sam Worcester, the CEO of the housing authority, he's going through it and making sure Verlie get everything that she needs. And Park and Rec is going to partner with the housing authority and make sure Verlie is staffed. So I don't know what programs and things they're going to offer back over at Verlie, but Verlie will be back open and operational very soon. So yeah, I know it's like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Listen, absolutely. I just hearing you say that, you just don't know how much I am smiling because there's so much history over there. And that place has meant so many things to so many people. So we appreciate this administration for that. We really, really do. And I believe I speak for a lot of people when I say that.
Yes, because Verla's not going anywhere anytime soon. So my third accomplishment is I was able to reactivate the nuisance and abatement board. So what that does is that addresses dilapidated property and just rundown homes. So that has been a big thing that has taken place over the past couple of years. And Willie McNeely taught me how to do that before he passed, because I think this is something that the city had like years and years ago, way before me. But once he told me what I needed to do, I made sure that board was back active. And so we've been addressing dilapidated homes and abandoned properties throughout the city. And the biggest thing about that is once we address it and if people don't do what they're supposed to do and if the city has to go in and take care of it, we're actually putting liens on their property. So we're being able to recuperate some of that money after we're having to address these issues that the people or the property owners aren't addressing.
Listen, it definitely sounds like you guys have been down there handling business, but you have been the leader to help this business be handled.
Yeah, and these things are things that have happened under my leadership. Again, once I became president, I was able to prioritize the agenda, and prioritizing the agenda means prioritizing the people. We're making sure that the people have been taken care of.
Absolutely. I love to hear that. Well, another question. On your campaign poster, I notice it says getting results. Can you tell me what type of results have you gotten so far that the people may not know about?
Yeah, there's a lot of things, and I even shared a list with you. Not only have I been able to lead the council into securing the money for the brand new community center slash indoor pool. Again, the abandoned houses are coming down. Verlie's being taken care of. You can even see the old pool site there. That's another new construction that's happening in the city. So we're getting 8 pickleball courts and a brand new outside basketball court, and that stuff is going to be open 24/7 with lights. Not only that, look at the paving that's going on around town. I mean, I've been a part of 2 paving ways, and one of them is the biggest that the city has ever seen. And that's what I kept telling people last year in 2024, that 2025 was going to be the year of pardon our progress. The proof is in the paving.
Absolutely. So I have a list and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to read just a few of the things that you have actually gotten done, you and your leadership and your council. And I'm kind of just going to go around the place. I'm not going to go in any specific order.
Okay.
It says new community center and pool, groundbreaking in 2025, new roof installed in Verlie B Collins. You definitely told us about that. Established nuisance abatement board to address property concerns. Is that what you were talking
Yeah,
about, the
that's
liens?
it. Yeah, we
Okay.
reestablished the nuisance and abatement board. Yes.
Okay. Built new restroom facilities at South Highland Park.
Yes, I know it. So that's a big deal too. So not only were we able to address all of our parks, we've upgraded all of our park equipment throughout the city. If you go out to the parks now, everybody has brand new park equipment. But one of the biggest things was South Highland. I know that community. I think they've been trying to get those bathrooms back opened up for over 20 years. But under my leadership, we just approved at the last council meeting. I think it was a little over $20,000. So not only are they not getting one bathroom, they're getting two. So everybody's excited about that as well.
Oh man, that is so awesome. Added 8 new police trucks to the department fleet, recruiting and retention.
Yes, ma'am. So we were able to add 8 brand new police trucks to the fleet for recruiting and retention. And let me tell you what that kind of means. So our retention level is really, really high. And this is why. A lot of people come and apply with Silicaga, and it's so easy to get hired here because we're so shorthanded. But the thing that happens is they'll come through here, get hired, get trained, and then they can go anywhere they want to go because now they're getting a certified police officer. So by adding those 8 new police trucks to the fleet, we've started a take-home program. So you see all those nice things that the county have. We didn't have that. Now we have some nice things here. So not only do we have a take-home program, we have some other programs that we've implemented into our police department to make sure that people not only want to come here and be police officers in the city, but they're happy to be here. I'm a firm believer in training people well enough to where they can leave, but treat them well enough to where they won't.
Okay, I'm gonna skip around just a little bit because I know this is one of the things that I heard they talking about the budget, the city budget, and all those things. But I see right here it says paid off 693,000 bond early,
Yes.
saving taxpayer money.
Yes. So when we went to the bond market to get this new bond for the new community center, the new paving, and also a drainage project that was also included in the new bond, we had to make sure that we paid off some old debt too. So we were able to pay off some old debt to ensure that we could afford this new debt. So again, and if you keep reading on, if you go down on that list, we've gotten our house in order as far as our finances. People always ask me, and I think I mentioned this at the forum. People ask me, well, hey, isn't the city in debt? And I say, yeah, of course the city's in debt, but it's the same type of debt as paying off a mortgage or paying off a car. But the question they should ask me is the city able to pay their debt service payments on time? And the answer is yes. So at our last audit report, the auditor came up in front of the council meeting and said the city's in the best financial shape it's been in well over 10 years. And that's also under my leadership. So we have our finances in order.
Listen, that is so awesome. I'm really at a loss for words. I had no idea that you guys were accomplishing so much. So that's why this interview is very important.
Yeah.
Um,
And let me add something else too, as far as our finances. If you read on down the list, Brandy, we've ordered a brand new fire truck. That fire truck is scheduled to be delivered in 27. That fire truck is going to cost $1 million. We already have the money set aside. So when we get that fire truck, we're going to pay cash.
Absolutely. That's absolutely the next thing I was about to say, because it's right here. Purchased 2 used
Yep.
fire engines and 1 brand new fire engine.
And I think
Paid
there's
in
a pumper
cash.
truck on there too, as far as the fire department. But this is what people have to feel. This is what people need to realize too. Those 8 brand new police cars we got, we paid cash for those as well. So when people say, "Well, is the city broke?" Broke people don't buy things in cash.
Exactly.
We
You know
weren't.
exactly what to say.
Yeah, we didn't issue any leases. We didn't do any finance. We paid cash for those things.
Not only that, I see right here, allocated 1 million to the Earth Project.
Yes, we were, and that's going to be a big deal. Like Earth is going to be a really, really big deal when it's up and running. So let me just tell you a little bit about Earth. So SAFE is the group or the organization that is building Earth. So this is what has me excited about Earth. So we were able to give them $1 million. So it's like a partnership through the city. So like say our juniors and seniors, everybody's not going to go to college, and that's okay. So they can get bused over to SAFE, get on the job training for all these organizations and places that are in Silicaga. So when they graduate, Brenda, these kids can go to work.
Yes,
Yes.
that's exactly what they need, Tiffany. I love SAFE. Matter of fact, shout out to SAFE. SAFE, they changing people's lives right now.
Yes, SAFE is amazing.
It is. Okay. I also see right here directed over $500,000 to the local hospital.
Yes. So the past few years, we've been able to allocate some things through capital as far as the hospital. So we can't really. I'm not going to say we can't. We haven't really given the hospital any money per se, but we have been able to help them with some capital projects. And I really believe that the city needs to have a partnership with the hospital, because the hospital is not only is it our biggest employer. I mean, we need it. Could you imagine if something was to happen and our hospital was to go out of business?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh
people
my
don't even
God.
realize. I think you can't even Talladega doesn't even deliver babies anymore. So they don't.
You're right. You're so right.
They don't. So just imagine if we weren't able to have a partnership to where we were able to help our local hospital and something were to happen and they had to move away.
Now, this one right here is very important to me. It says secured 150,000 in funding for efforts catching sex offenders, executing outstanding warrants, and more.
Yeah, so that was a grant, and I don't remember what the matching monies were on that, but that's something our new police chief was able to do. So now we have those flock cameras that are set up during the city, throughout the city. I don't even know if people know about that. So like say somebody is trying to flee from another state or they're just passing through here, like I think those cameras are connected to where they can go in and get license plates, like take pictures, and then like say the last place these people were seen. So that's like a
Yes.
big deal that we have that in Silicaga.
It really is.
But you're gonna have to ask the police chief to explain a little bit more about that, because I don't.
Absolutely. I would love to have him on my platform. I'm gonna reach out. And then I see right here again, purchase a $250,000 pumper truck for the fire department. Now, help me. I don't really know what a pumper truck is.
Well, I don't really know what a pumper truck is too. Our fire
Me
chief gonna be
either.
looking at me like, really, Tiffany? Yep, I do not know. But we've added a lot of new equipment to our fire department, as well as we've redid both of our fire station living quarters. So not only have we taken care, bought those police cars for the police station, we've done a lot of renovations and added a lot of new vehicles to our fire department.
You know what? Thank God for the internet and thank God for Google. So, a pumper truck is a vacuum truck that removes waste from septic tanks, cesspools, and portable toilets.
Yeah. So we got one.
Also, hey, guess what we needed?
We do.
That sounds like something we need.
But we've also added a lot of equipment to our street department too. And look, so forgive me, street department, for not knowing what this equipment is called. But not long ago we did buy a new street sweeper. I know we bought one of those things that come through and cut the bushes, like that little side cutter thing. Like, I mean, we've really taken care of our departments, Brandy. We really have. We've taken care of our departments, but now we are prioritizing our people to make sure we take care of the people, because after all, the taxpayers are the ones who pay for all this stuff.
Absolutely. I see right here it says secured 7 brand new transportation vans for safe.
Yep, we got that. All that was under my leadership as well. So, yep. And those are the transportation vans when people have to go to the doctor, they have to go to the grocery store, and so on and so forth. So, we make sure that when it's time to get those vehicles rotated out, because I forgot how many miles it's supposed to be on them when they get rotated out, but we have to make sure we keep adding new vehicles to the fleet so that SAFE can continue to offer that program on behalf of the city.
Awesome. Says right here, provided city contributions helping make the annual fireworks show possible.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that. So in the chamber's budget, we do give Laura an allocated amount, and it specifically says is used for the annual 4th of July celebration. Yep.
Awesome. Completed ductwork at the animal shelter to
Yeah.
improve heating and air conditioning.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be done at our animal shelter, but we are checking off the list. So that is one of the things that we were able to take care of out there.
And you got to start somewhere.
You do, and it's just a lot, though. I said that it's just, I don't know, it's just so many things I could say about the animal shelter and that team of people out there. They are trying really, really hard, but we've come a long ways, but we still have a long way to go.
Absolutely. Right here it says restored full funding for the Board of Education after several years of reductions.
Yes, ma'am. So this is the first time back when we did our budget in last August, we were able to restore their funding from, I think it may have been probably over 15 or 16 years ago. And I also want to say this too. So shout out to our superintendent. This is the first time that all 4 of our schools are fully staffed.
Man, listen. Just looking at this list, I'm very impressed. I am. I must say that. And I'm just happy you came and did this interview because a lot of people have been trying to figure out, well, what have you done under your leadership?
Yeah, well, we've done a lot of things, and I'm telling you, you can probably ask anybody on that council. No matter how you feel about me personally, I am the representative that's getting results. My job is to prioritize the people, and then just with the list of things that we just read off, even with the brand new community center that we've been trying to get since 2017. I mean, with the paving that's going on, like
Yes.
all these things are happening under my leadership. But again, I can't do anything without my team. But thankfully, I've had a team that has trusted me and they have supported me into making sure that we all have prioritized the people.
Well, it sounds like you guys are definitely doing everything you can to improve the neighborhoods, keep us afloat with the best equipment as far as the fire department, police department, recreations. I must say, you guys been doing a good job.
We have, and I'm gonna tell you, Brandy, I've checked off everything that's on my list. The stuff that I want to do moving forward, these are new things. The only thing is we're just waiting for that shovel to go in that ground for the new community center. But just remember, we already have the money. So that's gonna happen. We have the money, that's gonna happen. But the couple of things that I do have on my list now, these are new things. I've already talked to the park and rec director. We're getting a walking track put at the old East Highland property.
Oh,
So now,
wow.
yeah, so that's gonna happen as well as I'm gonna try to work with Steve over at Park and Rec to see if we can get the blacktop resurfaced and get some new goals out there put up too and some lights. Because I know how important the blacktop is to people, and I know a lot of people grew up using the blacktop. So it's time
Yes.
to give the blacktop a little TLC as well.
Absolutely, because that's one of the places I spent a lot of time at. I was just blessed. I
Yeah.
was blessed to be able to be a part of that. Well, Tiffany, you have just done good things. Maybe this will open up some eyes for some people. So I guess what I'm trying to say too is people need a little bit more knowledge about how this thing works. Because if they knew how it worked, they really will understand all of the things that you have been doing.
Yeah.
Is there a plan of action to maybe help people understand more about how, the politics of the city work?
Yeah, and it is. And I think that's partly my fault. I think I fail with putting the information out there or, posting things on social media, which I never do. I never do that. But I guess I have to realize that social media is the new day and age now. And I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to get with the times. But if reelected, I've talked to some current council members and some of the candidates that are running. So hopefully we as a community can get together and just educate our people on how this actually works. Because once you understand something, then you can understand how you can change it or how it directly benefits you. So that's the goal, is just to make sure that the people I represent understand how this actually works.
Absolutely. Well, I really don't have any more questions, Tiffany. Is there anything else you want to let the people know before we go out here and vote? Because it's coming very soon.
Well, not really. I would just like for people to know, my phone number is public. Like if you ever have any questions, just call me. And also to attend the council meetings. It makes a difference to see people at the council meetings. We just really need to stop getting our information off social media or taking the word from somebody else. Come to an actual council meeting. Or if you can't make it to the council meeting, go back and watch it on YouTube or watch it online. So that way you can come up with your own informed decision. But coming Tuesday, August the 26th, go vote. It doesn't matter who you go vote for. Just make sure you exercise your right to vote. But whoever you vote for, make sure you know what that person's morals, values, and goals are. You don't want to be out here just voting for people just because they're the most popular opinion. You have to vote for logic.
Absolutely. Well, I would just want to thank you for coming to Brandy Brown Media and Photography Studio to do this interview for me. I thought it was just very important that people understand where you're coming from because I had a conversation with you and I was blown away. So, but thank you so very much, Tiffany. And we definitely will be seeing you on Tuesday.
All right. Thank you so much, Brandy.